The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Aguilar. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Aguilar. He sets to fire deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was 3rd down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to 1st down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a 1st down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Aguilar. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here are the Bills now backed up to get this drive started. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 in 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here that if you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Throwing on 1st down. Aguilar going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Aguilar over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Aguilar. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have him, you use him, because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one is incomplete. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 2nd and 4. He finds his man, complete. That's Lopez. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7th. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Aguilar. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Aguilar. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lopez. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw, and they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And now the field goal team on for Buffalo. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man, complete. It's Lopez. And he is going to have a Bills first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Lopez. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Well, that's what you want to see from your quarterback when it's a goal line situation. A guy who's not afraid to tuck the ball, give his body up, and get into the end zone. That ought to inspire his entire team.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Aguilar. And he's going to... And the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player,
You go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! From 21 yards away. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Lopez. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Now they'll pitch it out here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. Aguilar throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lynch. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Aguilar. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And almost but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. That catch number 750. And it puts him even with not just 1 but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll get started with the battle for New York. With all due respect to the Bills, it's the Giants and Jets squaring off at MetLife Stadium. And it is the Jets who have the lead in the 2nd quarter. The Jets trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. The Texans played well a week ago. They're doing it again as they try to run their mark to 2-0. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. The Dolphins trying to get to 2-0, and they've got the lead on the road. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 6.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the 3rd quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the fumble recovery, Aguilar. He finds Lynch. It's complete.
Aguilar's pass complete to number 80. It's a gain of 7. Brings us
To throw on 2nd down. Aguilar over the middle, complete. That's Lynch.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
On 1st and 10. Aguilar. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 33. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Bills ready to take over.
And last time, the fumble to turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. Turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Lopez.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
And the Panthers coming out now.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field.
Complete to number 7. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Looking to throw. Aguilar. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Aguilar. He'll get this out to Lynch. Complete. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. Aguilar. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lynch. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Aguilar. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. They'll look to throw, and the Panthers are able to cut into that deficit.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout. and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Aguilar. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Aguilar. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
And now out come the Bills. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Throwing to start the drive. Aguilar, he finds his man, complete. That's Lynch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
He finds some open, and he loses the football a second time. And the Bills have recovered.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines? You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Yeah, here come the Bills. And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities. And he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So he's had a nose for the end zone here in the early part of the season. 2 touchdowns for him now in this one to go along with the one he had in the opener as well.
Yeah, he certainly finds where the goal line is and finds a way to get across it. But you know who else senses it? The guys that block for him. Because he has that instinct, I think they hold their blocks just a little bit longer.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Toward the back corner of the end zone, and now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Meanwhile, in Nashville, they're on to the 4th quarter now. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is. And the Titans dominant. They have added to their totals in that one. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw. Aguilar. Dancing to his... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Bills, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.